effort to strengthen the state's image, and it's going to come out of your wallet. The Indiana Economic Development Corporation is hiring a global public relations firm less than 2 weeks after the governor signed the revised Religious Freedom Act. The law was the source of controversy across the country, prompting boycotts and threats from conventions and businesses to pull out of Indiana. RTV6 State House reporter Katie Hines explains.
The state has signed an interim agreement with Porter Novelli, a PR firm that has offices in 60 countries. The goal is to strengthen the state's global brand as a welcoming place to live, visit, and do business.
We've got a great story to tell in Indiana. We've got a great business environment. Obviously, we've got the best people in the world.
The move comes after what the governor calls an avalanche of criticism in the wake of the Religious Freedom Act.
I think the difficult time that Indiana just passed through a few weeks ago is behind us. The focus of our administration and the focus of the legislature, and I think focus all across people of Indiana, is on the future, and that future is very bright.
The scope of work and budget are still in the works, but one local public relations professional thinks the damage to the state's image is astronomical.
People hear the first news story, they rarely hear the follow-ups. So how many people across the country know we passed a bill and they don't know anything about what came after that?
Judy Burnett says it's all about perception. She says restoring the state's reputation is going to be an expensive job. That's because there are multiple audiences to reach, including tourists, young people, the LGBT community, and corporations.
They're not all the same message, obviously. They have to be targeted, so it's going to be a big job.
Burnett questions how and where Porter Novelli will focus those messages, and she argues the strategy will need to go beyond social media, TV, radio, and print.
We can buy ads all over the country in various publications. I'm more concerned about the PR outreach of boots on the street, as it were, visiting corporate headquarters, visiting college campuses, being part of recruitment days at campuses.
We also talked to one of the principals of the Indianapolis PR firm Borshoff. She tells us that PR is always connected to the actual decisions that are being made. So if people like those decisions, the PR can support that. But if they don't, she says no amount of ads can change their minds. The State House, Katie Hines, RTV6.
In a news release, the president of Porter Novelli North America Division says the staff looks forward to helping communicate the incredible and innovative story that is Indiana today. Continuing our coverage now, Gen Con is staying in Indianapolis despite threats to leave over the signing of the Religious Freedom Act. Visit Indy confirmed to us today that Gen Con and its more than 50,000 visitors will stay at the convention center through the end of the current contract. That lasts through the year 2020. Gen Con leaders had suggested they might move the event after Governor Pence signed the original version of the Religious Freedom Bill.